Hey cats, what's happening? It's a beautiful day, and just yesterday it was snowing all day. You still see some remnants of snow on the deck here. Melting pretty fast though, because the temperature's coming back up. In like 2 days, it's going to be back up almost 70 degrees. But this morning, I thought I'd come out here a little bit and play with my toy. Yeah, I got I got this RC car. It is a high boxing is the name of the company that makes it. 1/12 scale off-road, the Protector. And what I've done is I mounted my GoPro camera on the top today. So I'm going to take that out and you see what it'll do. I don't want to get too aggressive with it because I don't want it to break my GoPro. I mean, if the thing flips, obviously, I don't know what'll happen, but it's my extra GoPro anyway, so not a huge loss, but still, I don't want to break it if I don't have to. But I'm going to take it out and see what kind of video I can get running my little off-road buggy with the camera on, looking forward, and see what we can get into. Well, the first thing that happened is my camera came loose. I got it strapped on there with some rubber bands, so I tightened it up a little bit. So we'll try it again and see what happens. Well, it's pretty obvious that my camera attachment isn't working very well. Now, I do have a GoPro mount that would mount on top here, but it would be kind of a permanent mount, and I didn't want to put that on there permanently because I wasn't sure how much I would do this. So I'm just going to have to rig this up a little better. Well, that's enough playing in the mud for one morning. I think it's fun. As you see, it goes through the water, bogs down quite a bit. It just doesn't have the power that a more expensive toy would have. Some of these RCs go up thousands of dollars, and this one, 150 bucks, good enough. My other problems, though, have been with my internet connection, and that affects my YouTube channel greatly. I've had upload problems before. For me to do a 10-minute video, it has taken an average of 8 hours to upload a 10-minute video. If I were to do a 1-hour video, it wouldn't upload in a 24-hour day. It would probably take 2 days to upload. And when anything's uploading, when I'm uploading a video, forget anything else in the house that takes internet, because it just bogs down the whole system. Well, you know, I'm 650 feet from the road down there all the way up to the house. And I've had what they call a DSL, like a telephone line coming in. And that's the only service that has been available to me. But a tree fell on my phone line and broke it down. So I had to have them come out and install an underground phone line. Well, the guys showed up yesterday, Sunday. It was snowing all day. The ground was covered with snow. And they had this little machine. It kind of looked like a rototiller kind of a thing. It had a blade or a knife in the back that went down into the ground that fed the wire in the ground. And they started down at the street, and they had the pole way over on the other corner of my property. They came all the way along the road, and then they came all the way up the edge of my driveway. And you can kind of see their track where they plowed it in. They ripped up some of my geofabric material. And going through here, they weren't very deep either. I mean, I'll bet you I could dig down there with my fingers and probably find the line. I bet you some places it's not even an inch deep in the ground. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I actually saw some of the cable sticking out of the ground here. So they came along here and they hit this root, and I'm looking here. There's the cable. There's the cable above the ground, not even in the ground. You gotta be kidding me. You know, if I hit that with a lawn, I can bring my mower down these trails. I hit that with the mower, it's done. I've had it with these people. So down here in front where my stream is, I asked them, I said, how are you going to cross the stream? And they said, oh, we'll just hand dig it where it has to go through the stream. No, they came right down the edge of the driveway and actually into the driveway with it, and all the way up along the edge of the driveway. Now the problem is that we were going to completely regrade this driveway in the spring, which means we'll probably be digging up this cable. Ridiculous. You know, when I mentioned that to them yesterday, and you know what he says? Well, I guess you're just going to have to put more dirt on top of it. So tell me, is this typical work for a contractor who plows in underground cables? I would hope to think that they would do a better job than that. Now, I know one of the problems was they came out yesterday when the ground was covered with snow. It was slippery. My yard is a mud hole, and it was like the worst case scenario for trying to trench in an underground line. The other issue was when they hit the roots, instead of going under them or cutting the roots, they just went over the top of it and kept going. Left the cable exposed on top of the ground. That's not going to work. Well, I came up with a solution. I had a postcard I got in the mail, and it said that in my area there was a new fiber cable. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. I should look into that. But I didn't. I procrastinated. I thought, well, everything that I've tried so far, they've said, sorry, we don't service your area because I'm so far out here in the rural area. So I called them this morning and talked to the lady, and she said, yes, we do service your area, and we can get fiber to your house that will improve your quality of internet by like 1,000%. I told her what my upload speed was. It was like 5 point something, and she was like, oh my gosh, we're going to give you 300. That's amazing. My upload speed was 0.48. That was my upload speed. That's not even, that's the worst that you can do. So they're going to come out next week and put a fiber line in, and hopefully they do a better job than these guys that put this phone cable in. and they'll run it all the way up to the house and then connect it inside the house. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that'll be really cool, and I'll be able to upload videos like within a minute. Boom, videos uploaded, done. Wow. And then my new 4K TV will work like it's supposed to work again. The other thing is, right now for my internet service, I'm paying $104 a month. This new fiber optic service, 50 bucks a month. That's half of what I'm paying for crappy service. I'm going to get the best service ever. So I don't know what this first company is going to do when they find out that I'm not using their new cable that they just put in a few days ago. It's just going to get trashed. They just wasted their time putting that in, because I'm going to get new fiber optic cable. Big improvement for the house, and I'm really looking forward to that. I started some of my spring landscaping. I took my weed eater and I mowed down the herb flower garden, and then I took the leaf blower and blew all the stuff out into the grass, thinking that I was going to mulch that up with the tractor, but the yard is so soft and mushy that tractor would be stuck the minute it came out of the shed, so that's not going to happen. My pond is, with all the rain and the thaw and everything, it's filled all the way to the max. The water's clear up to the lawn. And unfortunately, it doesn't stay like that all summer. The water level will drop down because this is my water source for the house. I was just curious to see if I could see any fish yet. I mean, it's coming on the first week. It's past the first week of March already. And so far, I don't see any activity. But we'll go out by the dock, because usually when they hear me walk on the dock, the fish will come. But I don't know yet if they still might be kind of lethargic, you know, in their hibernating mood. Look at this puddle over here in my yard. Nothing grows there because it's just a big water hole. So you can see the bottom, probably 5 or 6 foot deep. Right here at the very edge of my dock, it's 8 foot deep, and it drops off fast. If you were to dive right here and swim down, it'd be hard pressed to find the bottom. And it gets cold and dark down there. It's 13 foot deep pond. I see some fish over there, some bass. I see 2 bass, and they look like maybe about 2 pounders. There he goes. So one of them showed up anyway. Got a catfish real deep there. Got a couple bass cruising by right there, a couple bluegill. So they're starting to stir. Now last year I stocked 20 new catfish, and they were, you know, this maybe about 6-8 inches long, no bigger than that, and that was the biggest size that I could buy. The reason that I bought them that big was to try to give them a little help that the other fish wouldn't eat them, because I mean, you can buy little minnows like this. You can get like 50 or 100 little minnow catfish, but it's survival of the fittest in this pond, and the bass are voracious eaters, and anything that moves they're going after like lightning. Boom. They might have eaten all my cats already, because I'm sure these bass could swallow a 6-inch catfish. But let's see what happens. I gotta watch where I'm walking in this yard, or I'll end up with wet feet right now. It is a muck hole. My vegetable garden's covered with grass. So I'm going to have to put some weed killer on it, kill the grass, and then we'll get it tilled up and get it planted in the spring. I plant around the middle of May, so we got a ways to go yet, and it's too muddy to mess with right now, but I can get some weed killer on there and knock out all that grass that's growing in there. One of you guys commented last week that my videos are boring. I don't know what you expect. I try to put up 2 videos a week. You try doing that and see what kind of material you can come up with 2 days a week. Pretty soon I'll be on the bike though. We'll get some bike rides in and enjoy the road on 2 wheels. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked my video today, hit that thumbs up button, and please subscribe if you haven't yet. Join me on this journey. Till next time, cats, ride hard and die free.